I am here to de-influence you from 5 pet products I purchased in the first year of my dog's life that I feel like are not worth the hype. I'm gonna start with a controversial one. The Mud Buster. I know. We have had this for over a year and I feel like we have only reached for it maybe 2 or 3 times. If you don't know what this is, it's basically this little device that you fill with water and you put your dog's paws in there and it cleans them off if they are dirty. And it does work well, but let's say you keep this in your car for when you're on the go in case you go on a hike or your dog just gets dirty while you're out. You have to make sure you have water to put in the Mud Buster to clean your dog's paws. I have a golden, he has a lot of fur, so after we use this, his legs are just soaking wet and it's honestly really inconvenient. 9 times out of 10, I literally just take Winston to our patio and hose off his legs, and that is an easier option for me. Another option, these are currently in my Amazon cart. I want to get a pack of these and keep them in my trunk organizer in my car. I feel like I am much more likely to reach for like a wipe so I can wipe off his legs versus getting his legs soaking wet. Next up is a stake. We bought this when Winston was like 6 months old and really envisioned us using it at like the park and the beach, obviously to make sure that he did not run off but had plenty of room to play. It works really great, but it's just kind of inconvenient, to be honest. You have to be able to screw this thing into the ground this far for it to actually work and keep your dog where you want it to keep your dog. 90% of the time, if we are playing fetch, if we're at the beach, at the park, and we want him to be able to run around and have a lot of room, we're just using his long line. This is our absolute favorite long line. It's 30 feet, it's from Amazon, super affordable, and it comes in a ton of bright colors so that you are highly visible to other people. However, if we are in a situation where we want Winston like tethered, where we don't want to be actively supervising him but want him to have a lot of space, we use this tie out. This is what we take camping with us. This is much more convenient than the stake because with the stake, the leash is dragging on the ground, your dog can clothesline you, leash can be running into chairs or your things, whatever you have out. This keeps their leash completely off the ground and they have plenty of room to explore and cannot escape. This one is a golden specific issue, but we bought 3 dog beds for Winston when he was a puppy. Also, I cannot get over how tiny and squishy and fluffy he is. 2 of them did not survive. The 3rd one was a really nice one from Costco that we ended up just putting away entirely until he got older. He's almost 2 and now we take it out about every 5 or 6 months and try and reintroduce him to it, and he still wants to attack it and shred it. Also, because he's a golden, he's always hot. He's never liked laying on like fuzzy soft surfaces. 90% of the time he is happy on the ground. He also really enjoys laying on a place cot. We are currently in the search of an extra large place cot because the one we currently have, he definitely has outgrown. Next up are food storage containers. So we like to travel with Winston and we really thought we were going to use something like this and literally have never used it. If I ever need to take literally just 1 meal with me for Winston, I just put it in his treat pouch. If we are traveling for an extended period of time, I have these reusable Ziploc bags that we bought for like human food, and I will just use the extra large like gallon size one, and this fits a crap ton of food if you are traveling with your dog. Or even just like a normal Ziploc is an easier option than buying a full separate container for your dog. And last but not least are dog booties. I have attempted many times to train Winston to wear these during the summer. Again, we like to travel with him and there may be times where it's hot and we are trying to take him somewhere. He just won't wear them. He will bite them off. He can't walk properly in them, and I know it's like not great for dogs to walk in these for an extended period of time because they don't walk how they should be. I had a pretty bad heat wave this last summer, so literally I just would exercise Winston at like 6 or 7 in the morning and he would not go out again until the sun went down. Anytime he needed to go out, I would literally carry him to and from the car, and he is 65 pounds. So that is my free alternative to these. If you like any of those products, I am so sorry. It is not personal, but for me, these are just products that I feel like are not worth it.